Today is Tuesday, the 18th day of July 2023. I am George Wenner and I am here on Newgate Street, Lower Newgate Street in St. John's, Antigua, outside of Freedom Hall. And why are we here? This is the terminal, the Antigua Cruise Port terminal, and this exit is used whenever they are home porting in Antigua and Barbuda. And what is of particular concern, recently the cruise port took in this additional piece of real estate, forcing motorists to find parking elsewhere. So they extend out the fencing, and as you can see here, whereas the feather parking would go in on this side of the fence where you see the yellow lines, all this was part of providing parking for persons on Lower Newgate Street. The fence was extended out, blocking off access to parking. And whereas the fence went along this section, the fence, this new portion was constructed. Now this is of concern. In the construction, in the haste to extend the fence out almost to the street, not allowing a proper shoulder for parking in traversing in town, the contractor built this fence. And this is a long-standing mango tree. There you can see some of the produce on the ground, some of the mangoes in season. But what has happened, the contractor made no provisions for drainage. So it's a concrete base, and then there's a wire fencing, and whenever it rains, the water collects here stagnant. So this is mosquito infestation, breeding of mosquitoes. And as you can see, this is where cars usually would park to alleviate the congestion on Lower Newgate Street. But if you look, you see the mangoes that have fallen, they're now in this area here, and this is very pungent. The mangoes are allowed to ferment in a putrefied cocktail, and it is very, very noxious odor, resembling the smell you'll get from a pig pen, a hog pen, right in the heart of town, right at the cruise port terminal. I mean, come on, Antigua Cruise Port, you can do better. I know you will do better. You need to address this. Have some sort of drainage to drain this water coming out, and all the mangoes and the fruit collected that are fermenting here and are putrefied with this noxious, smelly odor. It stinks. Town stinks. And this is part of the problem that was created by Antigua Cruise Port by causing congestion and taking away the parking from patrons in Lower Newgate Street, but also this health hazard, this breeding ground for vector mosquitoes, and this putrefied, fermented cocktail soup of mangoes that is causing a malodor on Lower Newgate Street. I am George Wenner, reporting to you from Newgate Street, St. John's, Antigua.